Okay, so last time we played then, where did we leave off? Oh yes, we just finished off battling the invisible Balguras who were guarding the two women who were being kept prisoner and being ready for the sacrifice to Yancibin. They gave you some quick information about that and pointed you in the direction of Yancibin, the air elemental lord that you had heard referenced a few times in the temple. And entering into this long cave with fiercely blowing wind, you guys struggled to get through it, especially the airborne air elemental Ashbark. But eventually did make your way through it after dealing with a couple priests who were completely ready to treat you like sacrifices. And there you confronted Arisi, who summoned forth Yancibin, and you guys made pretty quick work of her, turning her into a snail, and then discussing, not sure what to do next, as the creature in the portal crawled out, and Yancibin himself showed himself and quickly put an end to your control over the scenario, and nearly wiped you guys out.
True.
However, Tharhun was able to throw Arisi's silver bow Windbane into the portal, which destroyed the portal and sucked Yancibin back into the air realm. So we basically ended there, and with that you guys have basically cleared the Howling Caves here. A feeling of dread and uneasiness does linger in these caverns. It's definitely not somewhere where you're able to get a long, comfortable rest. But we can now kind of exit out of the more plotting dungeon exploration thing and describe our actions more. So,
well, I was thinking first thing, I'm pretty hurt. I don't know about other people. I could do one of my heal party moves.
Oh,
It might be a good time for it.
I'm in for that. I have 12 hit points, so...
Yeah, I'm in for it.
I'm sitting at 17.
Ooh. Is there a chance for me to see other people's health bars or something? Is there a way? Or is that not it?
Possible, but I don't know how it works.
I think, can you not see mine?
No, I cannot
the
see
green
it.
bar?
I think Grage was sucked into the vortex. He's not on the screen.
And Grage is sucked into the vortex.
Oh my god.
Alright, that should do it. 425 hit points if we spend 10 minutes, like, kind of communing with,
I'll find Grage.
you know...
Wait, you can heal that much?
Well, it says that it's a concentration spell for 10 minutes, and the aura is centered on me, and I can use a bonus action and choose one creature, including myself, to regain 2d6 hit points. So, like, I'm thinking of it like...
God.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of it like we're sitting here for 10 minutes. It's like 6 minutes per turn, or 6 turns per... Wait, how does it work? I think it's 6 per minute, right? So 10 minutes would be 60, so that'd be 120 d6 effectively of healing if we take that time.
Wow, that's amazing.
In 10 minutes.
It's 10 turns per minute.
It's 10 per minute? I thought it was 6.
Because it's
10?
Yeah, because it's 6 seconds per action, like 6 seconds per turn.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so it's the other way around, so it's 10. So you actually get more than that.
More power.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We might actually need that much, because if we're all sitting at like 10 HP, like I need 90.
30.
Okay. Well, some of us better need less than the full 100 here. But
I'm gonna take 63 of that, assuming there's enough left over for everybody.
I would do 98 for full health.
there you go.
Reborn.
Murdered.
And I don't need anything. And this elemental, I'm good with health.
I took 34.
Okay, I think we should be good then, because not everybody needed the full amount. Let the light of Maraganor wash over you, friends.
Thank you, Bob, for the health bars, and thank you for the heal.
Oh, nice. Let us pull our strength together and consider our next move. I did question this elf witch about her involvement in destroying that town we saw, and she claimed not to take responsibility, but she seemed to know something of it. Could there be clues above? Or has the trail gone cold and now we have no idea what we're doing out here?
Well, that is partially true, but also we gave her word to these two fine captive female specimen that we're gonna rescue them.
The breeding females.
Breeding female.
What?
I'm still stunned at the god that we just banished back to his realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we banish him or just piss him off a little bit?
Yeah, well, we'll find out, I guess.
Did we search this room enough?
We have not.
Probably not. Let's search this elf and see if she has any correspondence that would be incriminating, or any
Magic items.
Yeah, or a magic item or two that didn't throw into the portal.
That summons demons from other realms.
Oh yes, I am a ranger now as well. I could use that bow. Dibs.
Ooh.
Yeah,
The bow
that
was
sweet bow of
destroyed.
pulling gods out of portals.
Okay, so on her body, she has. She's just wearing kind of blue robes. She's not wearing any armor. She has quite a bit of jewelry on her. She has a platinum torque that's worth 1,600 gold pieces. She has gold and sapphire rings, 4, each worth 1,000 gold pieces, and a diadem worth 6,400 gold pieces. And on her, you also find.
Who's recording that information?
I
That was
lost
a lot
count.
of very detailed information.
I might have asked to repeat. I lost count.
We have
of
individual items that are worth great money. We don't really have a set way on how we deal with that.
It's in the recording.
Yeah, who's going back to this?
Yeah.
Okay, and also you find tucked into her robes a small little journal.
It's her gurnal.
Ooh.
And this journal, it does look like you will need to spend more time reading it to get in-depth information out of it.
What kind of creature was she?
She was an elf.
Hmm.
I don't read Elven.
So, the summary of this is basically that it explains how the cult of Carmyle is using the elemental cults to create Storm Orbs that they detonate, that create this devastating, destructive power. And it mentions that the first Storm Orb was activated in Waldesdale in the north by the Soiled Ones, who worship the elemental earth. That was the town that she mentioned.
I want one of those orbs. We need to.
Oh, they want to bomb our town with them.
No, but they're upsetting everything. I need to control them in the name of balance and nature.
So the final entry there does indicate to see that she had sent a Storm Orb to be smuggled into Seaton.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Wait, is that where the orcs are?
To detonate it in the market.
We need to. It's going to be smuggled in by a ship. We need to prevent any ship from docking Seaton. Ships are
Oh.
compromised.
She sent it
Well-
to be smuggled into the town and detonated in the market. Oh shit.
It's already on its way.
Well,
Terrible.
I mean, we can. Let me see what we can do. I'm not sure.
I think we need to get to Seaton post haste.
Yeah, I think that it behooves us to
Yes,
head straight home.
I can.
We're there. All right. Where do we go?
Wait. Before you do that, let's make sure we go get the breeding females.
No, wait a minute.
Oh right.
So wait, how are we going to divide those golden items? So we're going to just liquidate it with the gold and then divide between us?
As long as we don't tell Bob.
That's fine. You guys, that's what's expected to be done.
Okay.
Whoa.
And if you guys are going right to Seaton, then it doesn't really matter. You guys can get that done there essentially.
How many are there of us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of us. So 1,600, 400,
2,000.
8. 2,000 each.
That's what the computation said.
9,000 divided by 6.
No, 1,200 divided by 6. So 1,600 plus 4,000 because there are 4.
Oh, 4. Yeah. Good attention to detail.
Well, it's like gold.
Sweet, 2,000 each.
So, is the plan to teleport there, or are you guys gonna investigate or search the temple about a bit?
Well, I think this is pretty urgent.
It's a bomb on the way. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we need to collect our rescue our people down there and tell them we gotta go straight to Seaton. There's a threat that we have to deal with.
The women are absolutely fine with that.
It's no longer as shitty as it once was. So,
Okay, you guys want me to do up a portal to Seaton?
yeah, let's do that.
It's amazing.
Okay.
Yep.
Circle to Seaton. Go.
All right. So
We have to find the mark.
Eikooc takes out some chalk and draws it down on the ground, creating a circle of light blue that flashes as you all step inside of it. And as the flash dissipates, you are back within the teleportation circle within the lighthouse fortress. What do you guys do from here?
Maybe we should try to find.
Yeah. We gotta search as if the ship has already arrived here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta get to the dockmaster and tell him to prevent anyone from getting off any ships, and get a list of the ships that have arrived recently.
And have someone search the market. Split the party.
Is my dragon skull still firmly perched above the entrance of the town?
The dragon's head?
Yes.
It is. Well, the short answer is yes, it is still on the outside of
It
the
was
town.
precariously perched.
So as you guys
Check.
leave the kind of teleportation room and start moving throughout the castle, moving towards the dock, when your presence is noted, I guess Eleander Fireborn comes to find you and says he needs your attention as soon as you can.
Well, I suppose we could report to him about the threat that faces Seaton. See if he has any suggestions.
Yeah, we should warn him about the ship on its way here. With the orb.
We must pray that it hasn't arrived already. And if it has, we need to, go to the market, I don't know. Hopefully we can stop all ships from docking.
So, as you
Hey, they
start
stopped
telling
us
him
well
about this, he seems to nod knowingly and says, "That's right. That's right. That's part of it. We need to tell you about. We need to tell you about it. You can put your worries aside. Charlie Timebeard knows all about the orb. Come, you're needed by Charlie as well as Dorsa, and I have something to discuss with you as well." And he asks you to come into a meeting room with the other leaders of the Copper Council.
We follow.
Yeah, we should enter the room.
Obviously, Ashbark's never been here. I don't think Grage. Oh yeah, Grage was here.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
think
the first
you
time
were up to
Ashbark's been here. Yeah.
Yes, I never stepped in here. I hang out with the trees mostly.
They worship me here. You should see the dragon skull at front.
Oh. Okay. Wow.
I killed it single-handedly. No assistance whatsoever.
Okay. Praise. I have heard of your tale.
I know. Everyone has.
So after a few minutes, you guys find an empty council room, and Eleander returns with Dorsa and Charlie and Gumgar in tow. And Gumgar looks like he's kind of stoic and on guard, but the other two seem like they're pretty eager to talk to you about something. So, Charlie Timebeard speaks up first and says, Eleander tells me you have your knickers in a twist about the orb. You can rest easy. Gumgar's honor tusks found the sneaky cultists trying to smuggle in the orb. I've had me best smiths and tinkerers looking at it ever since. Well, I have some exciting news about that. Maybe you'll have something you want to ask, or maybe you'll want to hear from the other two now. How about with it now?
So, did you find the smuggled shipment of dangerous goods?
Gumgar says, my warriors found it. Those pathetic cultists tried to smuggle it in. But we see through them. Those 4 cultists taken to the jail, and Storm Orbs brought to Charlie Timebeard.
Thank you. That is most welcome to hear.
Charlie says, it came in some strange box with glowing orbs around it. We figured out it's keeping it from detonating, but should we bring it out of this box, it would likely blow at any moment.
Well, maybe we could see if it's going to blow, or it needs to be triggered by something for it to blow.
Aye, there'll be time for that.
Ooh.
Eleander says, there's a number of other issues that we need to discuss with you.
Yes.
Well, and he looks at primarily at Tharhun, but at all of you, and says, I've been exchanging correspondence with the nobility of Matasco. The news isn't good. Matasco, the capital of the Western Province, they're not very happy at the idea of Seaton and Saltmarsh no longer delivering grain and gold. And they don't like being cut off from the mines. It's coming more and more likely that Matasco is going to try and send a siege down to Seaton. Rumor is that Garden Hills has a host of soldiers that they're preparing supplies. Dadgummit, I don't really know what to do.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we brought a Matasco politician along with us who we just saved.
And who is that?
Very good question.
She's definitely not in this room with you guys.
No, she's not. Anybody catch her name? We were a little busy fighting a god.
I'm immediately teleporting back.
I believe we put her in the brothel.
That's not really her station, I suppose. I think I wrote down something. Hold on here. Oh, her name was Destina Norvale. Something.
That's pretty good.
Eleander nods and says, the name is familiar. So she owes you a favor, eh?
And she's here. She came with us through the teleportation circle.
Yes, she was a captive of the cult leader we defeated.
What's our move?
Well, remind me again why they're cut off from grain and gold shipments.
Well, when we took Seaton, you'll remember there was great unrest about the way that the Grand Councils made certain races unable to hold property, and the way the different races were treated here in Seaton.
Tasco's all about the status quo.
This region has left the council lands. Are you feeling mighty fine, Tharhun?
Well, this is most worrisome. I suppose we'll have to travel there. Hopefully we'll see if this Matasco politician might lend us her aid in this task.
Perhaps we can call in a favor and deliver her home safely. She can then speak to our cause within Matasco. Would it be wise for us to go there ourselves?
Well, I don't see the harm in yourself going there to Matasco, but in the meantime, I gotta worry about an army landing on our doorstep. If we're gonna have an army meeting them, we need to get our preparations in order weeks ahead.
Yes. We are not known for our diplomatic abilities, so
We
That's
might
right.
want
best to
to
prepare for the worst.
push most of our fortifications to Burl. They'll have to cut through there, unless they need to cut through the Drowned Forest or the Shivering Woods. Or we could just perhaps fortify here and let them come to us. Play the pacifist route.
We do have an ally in Burl who might help us if we help defend them.
The other option is we could surrender and return to the council lands There will be mighty large number of folks here that won't like that, but old ways can be accepted again. I admit that's not what I would like to see.
Well, we don't want to move an army on them and appear to be the aggressors if we don't know that they're doing the same. We'd like to resolve this peacefully if possible. I look at Grage.
I'm looking. I should have the ability to have the plants around us permanently serve in our advantage to defend this place, to help them. I'm looking.
We have a air elemental at our disposal that can probably search the entire forest and distance to Burl in
Well, we
minutes.
can also be this super extremely fast mist and just zoom around and search.
So we can be notified of any enemy movements very quickly.
So there is also an option, but it will cost us. That I can summon an elemental and bind him to protect this place for 10 days.
Cost?
1,000 gold worth of gems. And that's pretty much it. And I need to do it like for an hour. I need to be like a woman.
Well, we each just picked up 2K, so like we could all pitch in a little bit, right?
Mhm.
Well, does it translate to gems? Can we do, or do we need to explicitly buy a gem?
Oh, I see what you mean. Is there like a merchant here that would be selling the gems that we need? Because then we could just convert cash to gems.
There would be
Please
some
tell us
supply
if
of gems
it's
here.
Banned from the marketplace here permanently. If I remember correctly.
Eleander says, I think you guys are missing the forest for the trees here. This isn't something that you can swing your big swords at, cast fireball at.
That solves most of our problems.
I
You
beg
get
to
somewhere
differ.
talking in Matasco. I'm not sure how you'll convince them that two of the biggest cities in this region are going to succeed. But stranger things have happened.
Sorry, did you say we shouldn't go try to talk to Matasco, or that we should?
I said, if you have some way of persuading them to let their two largest cities stop giving supplies and taxes, then maybe you should go. Perhaps you'll get some progress there. But fighting this army, well, both sides lose.
Agreed. Well, I'd say start making preparations here to defend Seaton, just in case we fail. But why don't we take the politician and go to Matasco with her and see what happens.
He nods and says he'll begin getting the defenses ready.
But first, we must rest. It has been a long day of fighting gods.
Ooh. Then
Dorsa begs a moment of your time. She has one last thing for you guys to know before too much is gone.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So she says, she pulls you guys aside and says, looking at Eikooc specifically, she says that her acolytes and her scribes have been doing a lot of research, and that basically if he needs any access to arcane spells, that you basically have open access from spell levels 1 to 3 of all the wizard spells in the player's handbook in Xanathar's.
My jaw drops.
Yeah, so you can get like paper copies if you want to, you know, because you don't have to write them all down while you're here at Seaton right now, but they're not scrolls, so.
Right. Okay, so just available to memorize if I need to, and
basically,
kind of,
yeah.
Cool.
1 to 3 PHB in Xanathar's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be.
She says, and then more to the whole group, she says, we've also been researching some of the words uttered by Strong, that albino orc that was here a matter of days ago. We've uncovered a report from explorers detailing a potential archaeological discovery dating back to the First Age. The initial discovery was never followed up by a full mission. It appears to be a cultural site for a nearby Halgud tribe in Helm. This cultural site seems to be a tomb for Ryza. The temple is in Helm, and this is a frozen area where the Dark Elves used to live in the First Age, before they were driven underground. Now it seems to be worshipped as a holy place by the tribe of Storm
What? Thank you.
also known as Eikooc home tribe.
Copy and pasted.
Was a what?
Ooh, Eikooc is there.
She says,
Amazing.
I don't know what you'll find here in this temple if you go. I would expect it to be extremely dangerous. Archaeological sites from the First Age, as rare as they are, have always been extremely deadly, and few who have found them have ever returned.
Well, sounds like a mystery right up our alley. Can you mark it on my map for future reference?
Yeah, let's go there.
Can
Wait.
you
Yeah,
tell
we
us
don't need
more
that.
about Ryza?
Pardon?
Ryza. Ryza is the entity they are worshipped, right?
Ryza is an unknown name, you guys. Nobody knew that name when it came out.
Pleasure Planet from Star Trek.
Go ahead and make a religion check, Ashbark.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone who wants to see if they know what Halgud religion basically is can do the same.
Ooh, average guess about.
Eikooc would do so.
I'll do one
with
too.
with advantage.
I'll throw another one out there then.
You said religion?
Barely better.
Well,
We're not all that pious people.
we know the Ragnar guy, but that's about it.
It's only because Tharhun won't stop talking about it.
Well, Ashbark and Eikooc both know, unfortunately not Grage, that in Helm the Halgud worship gods who are more or less fashioned after the seasons. So, Eikooc, what the cultural site that she's referring to, you recognize as this kind of like place that is borderlines the unholy and the holy. It is a place where the dead spirits are both feared and honored. You know it as the Tomb of Saurus.
Ooh, undead.
Or the Tomb of Winter.
Saurus.
Tomb of what did you say the first time before winter?
Saurus.
Saurus.
Tomb of Saurus.
Where the dead are worshipped. And feared.
Interesting.
Okay,
Well.
so any questions for anyone in this room here before the council disperses?
We're just so tired from our battles.
Should we mention that we've learned that this cultist we defeated is not acting alone, and there could be more of these orbs being created by these ones. And if has anyone heard of the soiled one? Yeah.
Yeah, even just passing along the journal that we received, or the information from the journal.
Dorsa Leto takes it and says that she'll get some people taking a closer look at it and see if Arisi gave any more specific clues about where these other elemental cults might be located, or the cult of Carmyle for that matter.
But did the elemental disturbance ease down a bit? Did we do something? Pause it. So
How's the weather?
Dorsa says she hasn't heard any reports of other storms, but she'll set people to motion and try and see what she can hear.
Oh, has anyone been able to track down our ship?
Oh, good question.
Eleander
I miss
shakes
her.
his head.
Sea ghost.
She's a fine vessel.
She could be all the way to the eastern province by now.
Please let us know if you get any sightings of her.
Reckon I will. Alright, so Charlie Chimebeard says, at your service when you're ready. And the council adjourns.
Okay, well, will we take a long rest now and then figure out how to spend our money, buy some gems tomorrow?
Does anybody need anything identified? I have spell slots to burn before tonight.
Rare occurrence.
Did we ever identify that sword that we got that I think Grage has?
Yes,
Don't think
I
we
think
did. Oh, we did?
No,
Okay.
sorry, I just meant yes, that is something that needs to be identified.
I also have two daggers from that drow corpse. But they looked fancy. Maybe they were just worth a lot of money. I'm not sure.
Yes,
Well,
those
let's
were, I
identify.
believe, just fine daggers decorated with rubies, 1,000 gold pieces each.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if there was more to them. Gotcha.
Okay. So the short sword is a dragon slayer.
Dragon Slayer?
Yes, that's me.
That is you.
How appropriate.
Okay,
So,
so that is
did you need
updated in your thing now, Eric. It's a +1 short sword and does extra damage to creatures with the dragon type.
Wow.
Watch out, Tharhun.
Yeah.
Do I actually have the dragon type?
No, you're a humanoid.
No, I have dragon type. What type is my type? Am I just humanoid?
Humanoid, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But watch out all the same.
It is a pretty wicked sword.
It's pretty cool. Anybody else have anything?
Can I pick up my hand axe?
Yes, you can get your hand back.
Oh yeah.
So,
Nice.
assuming you guys do a rest, and in the morning meet up with Charlie Giantbeard, and go over to his smithy area, you're able to get your +1 axe back,
Oh yeah.
which is now a +2 axe.
It's our first +2 item, I think.
No.
No?
No, you guys got like a +2 war axe.
Yeah, I also have +2 black greatsword. Like it's a defender greatsword.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
a
pretty
small-
sick.
Small collection of magical items that may or may not be being used.
Still said +11 there, Eric.
Oh, sorry.
Only in brackets. I'm sure it's fine.
Okay.
Is
Where
that
do we
legally
add the
binding?
bonus? To magic bonus? Or to...
Oh yeah, it says +2 magic, so it looks like it's got it.
It's a +2 to attack and damage.
So it's
Yep.
not a magic bonus?
Yeah, it is a magic bonus, yeah.
So I just changed the magic bonus to 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Looks like it might already be there.
I had switched it, but you were confusing me.
Sorry.
So I haven't really messed around with this stuff.
Yeah, Roll20 is super confusing often.
When in doubt with that sort of thing, don't touch any of the values in those things. You could just search hand axe and drag a hand axe +2 right into your inventory. It'll be already set up.
Okay, so when you guys get into the smithy area, Charlie Chimebeard is there, and there's a very tall, like 4.5 foot rock gnome there with him. And he says, he starts kind of going into information about the Storm Orb. So, unless you guys have some specific questions, he's gonna give some of the basic information. And he says, this orb here seems to be charged with 4 elemental energies. One alone would be devastating. All 4 would spell disaster for anyone or anything in the area. And as I said, it seemed like it would go off at any time, or that after it's made a certain amount of time until it blows up. With these cultists, they had it in this strange box here, as you can see. Well, not as you can see, so it's not in this room yet. As you will see. These strange elemental runes seem to be keeping it in check. And when we took it out of the box, the inside started to swirl, get more tempestuous, but we put it back in and things started settling. The most exciting part here is something that my head tinkerer here wants to tell you about. This is Gniddup Corkboat. Just typing that for you guys. And Gniddup Corkboat says, "That's Dr. Gniddup Corkboat." The most exciting thing about these Storm Orbs isn't that they explode. I believe that they can be harnessed. And we can use these orbs to power different contraptions and webs items.
You had me at one, Riz.
That's amazing.
We should find them all.
That's right. Well, I'll be able to show you a little bit more. And Charlie starts leading you towards the jail, where the Storm Orb is being kept under lock and key.
Oh, we could question the cultists, I suppose.
About halfway there, a human guard runs up, out of breath, and panting says to Charlie and to you guys, "Sir, one of the cultists are missing."
What?
Ooh.
We saw him. We saw him do it. He said something about how much he dug the air. I have no idea what that means. But then he turned into some mist and flitted out through the window.
No!
We have to find the orb. Or get the orb.
He too has the power to dig the air.
There's something worse about this, sir.
Tell me.
The guard that he did this to, he knocked them out. This was last night.
Ooh.
Well, maybe we can talk to the knocked out guard. I hope he's not knocked out anymore.
Charlie says, "There's no time to waste." And you guys head over to the jail.
He's probably in the wind by now.
You see that there are 3 cultists that are in separate cells, and they all have emaciated bodies. They all have plates of food in front of them that seem untouched. And they're all just kind of enchanting to themselves, "This air rules. This air rules." And Charlie gestures that the Storm Orb is being kept in a vault off to the side. What do you guys do?
Well, we could.
We need to protect the orb, no? Maybe we could take it with us to prevent it from going off?
Yes, I think I'm going to examine the orb. Would I know how to handle it? The elemental energies.
I don't know if I trust.
You've never encountered
People.
anything like this, so
Okay, yeah.
so you might have some intuition about it. So
Pretty
you're just gonna go
dangerous.
to the orb first?
Sorry, which roll?
I said, are you guys going to go to the orb first, or question
okay,
the
first,
cultists first?
Well, shouldn't we question the cultists? Maybe use some, mind reading and figure out what they know about these other cults or where the other guy went.
We can totally
Or-
do that. Yes, I agree. Mind read.
Okay, so
So-
you guys tell me what you want to do.
Maybe before we approach the orbs, we can see what the cultists know about it. Are they noticing us at all?
If they do, they make no change. They just are meditating and chanting to themselves.
Yeah, I think we have to go get to the orb first. Because if one's escaped, he could set that off in the market and devastate the town.
Oh, we should check to see if it's there. Yeah, because if he escaped with it, that's a whole different story. I'm hoping it's still there, but
If he could carry it. That's a very formidable task.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not exploded already. But we could check this thing.
Yeah. Maybe we can learn how to detonate. Sorry, disarm it. Not detonate.
Insight check. Okay, so Charlie Chimebeard is unlocking the vault, and as you guys gather around to prioritize on the orb, the door swings open, and inside is an empty vault.
Oh!
And a series of dwarven curses escape from Charlie Chimebeard. Mostly aimed at the incompetent guards.
Incompetent guards!
Who's got the crystal ball?
We have to assume that escaped cultist got it.
No,
Maybe we can...
our crystal ball to scry and find the thing.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I have that.
We help with the scrying of finding the
ball, the other crystal ball.
Our crystal ball.
Well, how does that work again? Can I just use it to find things? Oh, here it is. While touching it, you
Can cast
Touch the
17.
ball.
Oh, cast scrying with it. Oh, no, that doesn't work. I think I saved the scrying spell. Maybe, hopefully.
I just posted in.
Oh, sweet. Scrying. Oh god, it's really long. You can see here a particular creature you choose that is in the same place or existence. You must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target, what sort of physical connection you have.
So it would be a second-hand target, but maybe we can find some of his hair or something from the cage he was in.
Yeah,
And that would make it a lot better.
that's true.
Okay, for this task, I'm gonna guide whoever is investigating and perceiving and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Well, whoever does so needs to roll a investigation check.
Well, hold on. Before investigate to find a.
If you're looking for like some hair or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to investigate the hell out of that.
Yeah, you do that. You're pretty good at looking around.
Ooh. And you can roll a d4.
I don't know that I was the guy that you.
Well,
So-
whoever was going to do anything,
Yeah.
we haven't decided.
It's a cantrip, so I think like
Okay.
you can just do it again later if you
Add another
need to.
4.
All right. The cell is pretty clean, but you are able to find a strand of hair that you hope belongs to this cultist.
Sweet.
Check its DNA. Okay. I will give it to Tharhun.
Very well.
Use this to find him.
All right. I will attempt to peer into this ball with this lock of hair. Hopefully, see where this guy is gone.
All right. Just need the rolls. Let's save here. And you get to -10 on the save modifier. How does it work? Make a wisdom saving throw. Alright, it's a pretty low roll, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume I failed. Okay, so the crystal ball starts swirling with quicksilver, and a picture appears within the ball, and you see this emaciated, leathery-skinned man in blue robes, and he is in the marketplace, hiding in the shadows, speaking with a halfling woman with blonde hair. And I believe you get to hear what they say too. Sorry, I'm just reading the description here. All right, and he says you can hear them, and they're basically talking about exchanging this orb and how much money, essentially, he's going to be able to give her for the orb. And he's very frustrated because he doesn't have the money, but he swears that the cult will honor any promise he makes, and that if she doesn't give the orb back as he originally asked her to do, then the dread power of Yancy Bin will surely fall upon her. And over the next 10 minutes, they discuss this, and she grudgingly agrees to sell it for the low fee of 10,000 gold pieces, and tells him to meet her in the graveyard tonight.
Ooh.
Oh, we gotta go camp out the graveyard then.
Indeed, we'll set an ambush.
We can pass without a trace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's pass without trace.
We have to prevent this from falling back into his hands. But we also need to find that woman and make sure she knows not to leave town without us. Because we need her help.
Well, we have till tonight to prepare our ambush. We should let Eleander know what's going on.
That's a good idea too.
Maybe he can help us too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys head back to the to the lighthouse.
Do we want to talk to these guys before we leave?
Well, hold on now. I mean, they can just pretty much fly out of here. Like, what are we gonna do about the lax security issue we've got here?
Well,
I don't know.
not all of
It
it.
says the Twine Cleaver.
Maybe we can prevent them from performing their ritual, like cut their tongues off.
Woof. Well, can't we tell these guys to place them in an anti-magic field or some such?
Would they have an anti-magic field?
Well, there's gotta be something in those spell books that they've researched that turns off their ability to cast magic.
It's a very powerful spell you're talking about.
Really? Well.
Even I don't have the capability of casting that spell.
Yeah, it's a pretty good spell.
Well, they could be a threat. Although, I suppose the main danger has already passed. Or not passed, but, is posed by this escaped cultist and this orb that It's missing. Anyway, we should try to find that lady, explain the situation with Mataska with her, and why, you know, see what she thinks about that. Like, if there's any way we could appeal to them, and or maybe like what's our play with that situation? Like, are we gonna try to say like, you know, have mercy? We were a repressed people or something, or maybe a better way would be like, hey, there's this threat of these cultists threatening to destroy us all. We need to like ally and not send armies against each other right now.
Yeah, I think we just saved your politician. We're not bad guys. Yeah, we're elves. Get over it. Or you're elves. I'm a giant thing. But then, yeah, also that. Like, hey, we've got a common enemy. Dropping nukes on cities.
It's not very good. Well.
So, when you say all this to... Oh, I spelled that name. I mixed up two names. When you kind of float these ideas past Senya, she says, "These are all very well and good and hotty-toddy, but the lords of Matasko will be thinking of their pocketbooks. They'll say, then stand down and supply us with grain and supplies and fighting men to face this foe, this challenge." You must be more prepared if you wish to change their minds.
Well, I wonder...
Do they only care about their pocketbooks?
Is there a reason that they shouldn't?
Do you only answer questions with questions?
She says,
I think you broke the NPC.
I'm struggling to think of a way to answer it politely. We can go round and round, but at the end of the day, they're not going to want to give up the resources of Seaton and Saltmarsh. They have much more to lose, and you haven't given them a reason not to give.
I guess
to give that.
Let me rephrase. What else do they care about, other than only their pocketbooks? Do they have any other needs for which we can barter?
The city has needs like any other. They need food and grain and men.
Okay. I got nothing.
If you wish, I will go and see what political sway I can have. But this is not something that adventurers are well suited for.
Agreed. Well,
We should hire diplomats.
Can we get lobbyists?
it's a good idea. We've got the gold.
Yes.
Let's create like a political apparatus to help us drive through policy changes.
Yeah.
Based
so
on-
boring.
All right, let's start architecting our grassroots campaign. Task apologetics.
I think we should focus on the destruction of this cult. They're a serious threat. We have no time to lose in tracking them down, rooting them out, and destroying their dark power.
Tharhun for president.
I agree.
Okay, what you guys up
So-
to next?
Should we report to Eleander about the need for us to ambush this this guy in the just tell him that the orb's been stolen.
Yeah, well, and about the blonde-haired halfling, maybe he has knowledge, right? He's kind of the dude.
Who's that?
Okay, Eleander is very thankful that you talked to him about this. He frowns at the mention of the halfling. Says, there's rumors of a halfling thieves guild working mostly out of Matasco, but time to time they can be contracted out all over the Coldwind Peninsula. If it's them, then no doubt they're the ones who stole the sword. They're professionals, but they drive a hard bargain. If you know their meeting place, then I think that your group is more than sufficient to get a drop on them. Or you might be able to appeal to their pocketbooks if you wish. Perhaps you can make a counter offer. Just an idea.
I agree. So the halfling, sneaky halfling. Okay.
You could, buy them out, basically, or just pay whatever they need.
Would I know their meeting place?
Tharhun Tharhun saw, like in the crystal ball. Tharhun heard them say the graveyard.
Okay. So that yes. Okay.
Make them a better offer instead of murdering them. I guess we could try it. I mean,
The cultists
It's a bold
offered
new-
them 10,000 gold pieces.
oh, 10,000.
I don't negotiate with terrorists.
I also prefer these are criminals. Are they needing to be brought to justice? Would you say?
They stole the nuke.
Well, maybe they're gonna sell it to us. So they're the good guys.
They stole a nuke to sell on the black market.
Right. They're
That's
incredibly irresponsible thieves. Yep, I'd say we can bring them to justice. Let's, we're in the clear.
Eleander's nodding. Very encouraging.
Okay. This is my type of problem. Let's prepare ourselves to go there and actually we should do that right now. We could search for them, couldn't we? Maybe we can find the entrance to their secret lair.
Yeah, we could
What
probably.
about the Winter Tomb, though?
No pointless side quests.
But we built our career on side quests.
We got banished to the astral plane due to these side quests.
No, but the tomb. We need to go to the tomb because of the elements.
What? That has nothing to do with the elements. We're looking for a temple where some strange cult called the Slithen? The Soiled Ones.
Yes.
They worship.
Tomb of Saurus means the Tomb of Winter. That's pretty elemental.
Yeah.
It's a very loose connection. We don't even know if there are any cultists there. It's an ancient tomb. It's apparently pretty dangerous. Probably ancient traps.
I'm gonna
there's some.
I'm gonna make a reminder here as well, even though Kevin didn't take that feat. But Eikooc also heard the wind whisper to him in the Howling Caves about, in the voice of his mother, saying his father had been laid to rest in the Tomb of Saurus.
Oh, well, we don't want to mess with Eikoc's undead father.
I might.
I mean, I wouldn't want to have to put him down right in front of you there, Kevin, or Tharhun, or Eikooc. Be a little awkward, but you know what happens to undead.
So sorry, are we debating whether we leave Seaton while there's a nuke in the wind that the guy's gonna detonate and blow up the town that we saved? Is that what we're talking about right now?
I'm trying to disable the nuke.
Finally, you're speaking sense. Thank you for helping me convince them not to go on another side quest.
Delay the discussion for 20 minutes.
Alright, very well. We'll find the nuke first, then delay on the side quest.
Yeah, absolutely.
What? Alright, first, let's get this nuke. To the graveyard, friends.
Well, they're meeting at the graveyard at night.
Mm-hmm.
It's...
Would it be possible
I don't know what time it is.
scrying on the box which the orb was in to see where the orb is now?
I think it's only on people.
Yeah, I think it's a person.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to be familiar with the object to objects. Well, it's places.
I mean,
places and people. Sorry.
Places, people?
Yeah.
Well, I say we go check the graveyard out, right? Like, we want to look around and see if we can find if there's a their lair.
Is there any hope of like the graveyard's a meeting spot, but is there any hope of maybe finding this blonde-haired halfling? Do we have any ways of finding this blonde-haired halfling like, ahead of the meeting? Like,
yeah, like does she frequent any taverns or known to?
Up.
Yeah.
We might have magical ways of finding people too.
Oh, I do have magical ways of finding people. Wait.
I feel like there's some investigation we can do here.
Yeah.
And likely fail at.
Yeah, that's fine. Worst case scenario, we fall back to jump them in the graveyard. But if we can find them ahead of the graveyard, that'd be good.
That would be ideal.
Hmm. Locate the reach. Okay, I can describe or name a creature that is familiar to me. But however, I don't have anything memorable, so I would need to take a long rest for any of them.
No time for that.
I know. We can.
What about our rangers?
Ranger!
They have all kinds of keen senses.
Yeah, didn't
when
we
it comes
send them
to-
off on scouting?
I think they were helping train the guys while we were gone, firing arrows at targets and whatnot.
I mean you, right?
Well,
You're like a human radar.
a radar?
Elven radar.
You guys could also probably just find out, like, through word of mouth.
Yeah, let's go on the market and ask people.
We're
Describe.
totally good at questioning people, interrogations and such.
Okay.
Well, we know where she just was, like, shortly, right? So we can start there. Try and
Okay,
track
so
her down.
you guys go to the market then and start asking around. Whoever's going to be doing this can make an investigation check with their charisma modifier if they wish, or they can do a persuasion check.
Could as we're getting ready, could I use an ability that I have never used before?
No, you have to forget about those. I only wish you'd used it. What's the ability?
Near to the ground. We could pass around basically what we're doing, but like a guaranteed connection of some kind.
Mm-hmm. I think you have used that before, but it's been a while.
Long time, yeah.
I think it was like maybe like one of the first few sessions. I haven't used it in a long time though.
Little
Okay.
urban bounty hunter.
So Bryn says he has a connection here, and
Back from the bounty hunting
your
days.
connection here is a proprietor and innkeeper of the less reputable inn in Seaton, the Pewter Plate, run by Quilton Underway.
Quilton Underway. We should go see my friend before we hit the market. Quilton Underway at the Pewter Plate.
Do you guys head there, or are you gonna speak to the town? And you guys can split up if you want to, for that matter.
I'm gonna be outdoors, so I'm gonna be speaking it to people at market, trying to figure out when, what, and where.
I think I'm gonna Sherlock Holmes and look for clues.
Okay, so go ahead and make those.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make those investigation checks or persuasion checks.
Ooh.
And Bryn, what are you going to be asking Quilton?
I'm certainly going to need to ask if he's seen anybody in blue robes come through here. A misty fellow. One might call him Damp.
He doesn't have any information about anyone in blue robes.
No. What were the people wearing that were supposed to jump in the
Blonde-haired halfling.
Blonde-haired. Have you seen any blonde-haired halflings, Quilton?
Well, halflings.
Oh,
Halflings
double
have
kill.
blonde hair. There have been a few halflings around here recently. So,
Have you seen them carrying a large box?
large box, you say? Can't say I've seen anything, but I have heard rumors. These rumors are also what Ashbark and Eikooc pick up as they investigate the market, which is abuzz with rumors about the Shrieking Sheilas have apparently discovered this object of immense power up for the highest bidder.
Where might we find these Shrieking Sheilas? Are they staying nearby?
Quilton says that if you ask for the name Nareen in the Foggy Bottom Inn,
Marine and Foggy Bottom Inn.
that's how bidders are able to meet with the Sheilas and arrange a negotiation. Eikooc and Ashbark basically get this information as well from the market.
Well, this seemed to be a common general knowledge if we all got the information wherever we were.
We all rolled amazingly.
True, we did. Ooh, I'm back to not seeing your health bars. I guess it is mine.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but if it's a lot of effort to do it all the time, people can just
No.
yell if they have low
It's
health.
especially easy to do it from the landing page here.
What was the name of the tavern that she was in? Or that she might be in?
The Foggy Bottom.
Bottom Inn.
Foggy Bottom Inn. I see what you did there. Everyone wearing purple top hats in their phone. And I suspect them.
Ah, welcome to the Foggy Bottom Inn. Twirls a mustache.
Alright, well, I would probably be on it for the Foggy Bottom Inn. Speak with Noreen. Or say Noreen. Get jumped by Shrieking Sheilas.
Yeah, but Nareen is a contact to the maybe she is one of the Shrieking Sheilas.
Very well could be, but we need to find this weapon of mass destruction before it falls into the wrong hands for a full sum. And I go to the Foggy Bottom Inn.
Do y'all go to the Foggy Bottom Inn?
I mean, that's all the information we heard of points us to there. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but we left the market and
I just have to go pee real quick.
Do that in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Do the same.
so wait, Shrieking Sheilas. They're looking for the orb, but do they have the orb?
From your roll, the rumors are that they have the orb and they're looking to sell it. They're looking for buyers.
That's okay. Well, I agree then. Maybe we should go and try to find Nareen. So we get in contact with the Shrieking Sheilas. And take the orb. Save the town. Go on the side quest. Well, it seems the light is here.
I've returned. What's the plan, gentlemen?
Y'all are going to the Foggy Bottom Inn. We're just waiting for everyone to get back from urination.
Very well.
Urination galore.
I'm back.
Just waiting for Ryan. Ryan guy seems to have fallen into the bathroom.
Ooh,
That's no good.
man. He must be
Falls
loaded
in
to have a
while
bathroom.
peeing.
Ian,
Ping.
I also got an orange.
Ping oranges.
That wasn't part of the deal.
Alright, everyone's back?
Let's go to the inn.
Okay, so you guys head to the Foggy Bottom Inn. And there you meet a very charming halfling couple that run the inn named Cedric and Bonnie Mantino. And there's a bowl of raw beets on the counter.
I love beets.
Oh my god.
They seem immediately very pleased with you, Kelnozz, and they take a big bite of a raw beet and toss one over your way.
I deftly catch it. And take a bite out of it as well.
You seem like a great guy.
How do these taste compared to your average beet?
They taste like the average raw beet, which I've definitely tasted in my life.
This isn't bad, thank you.
Has a decided flavor of dirt.
To what can we owe such great hospitality?
They say, welcome to the Foggy Bottom Inn, the finest inn in all of Seaton. How can we help you? More beets?
Yes, please.
How goes the business?
You can't be beat.
Oh my god.
Oh, inspiration.
How long have you been saving that, Bob?
I wish I had been saving it.
It's even more impressive.
I've been caught red-handed.
God, and it goes straight back to 0.
Inspiration removed.
That's my real inspiration.
He's just so happy.
He starts giving you a breakdown of some of the menu items and lodging.
What's your specialty here?
He turns to the other folk and says, I like your short fellow, but he seems a little slow. And he pushes some beets at you and says, take a bite.
Raw meat? I take a bite.
It's a delicious raw beet.
It's a very delicious raw meat. Well, I wonder, do you have a lot of customers here? Do you remember some of them?
He seems a little confused at the question, but nods.
Oh. We're looking for a person named Nareen. I wonder if you have maybe heard of something about him.
His friendly expression changes, and he seems a little trepidatious. And he, just without saying a word, walks into the back room. And after a few moments, comes out again and beckons you and your group
To follow?
to enter into the room.
I without a word enter. Casually.
All right, so you guys are ushered into a relatively small room. It's dim, but you're able to see that there's 5 people in there standing around a table with a halfling woman with dark hair sitting at the table. So I'm just going to pop it here. Okay, so just down here is where I have a little room sketched out.
They seem to be playing cards.
Do we recognize her?
No, it is not the same halfling. Are you guys entering the room?
It'd be rude not to.
Yeah, we've been let down here. Secret entrance. Super secret password.
She gestures to the empty seats, although there's only 3 empty ones.
Well.
I'll stand here
Place your guys
just in case.
how you wish.
We all stand.
Well, no, some of you,
I'll walk in.
persuasive ones, have a seat and try and.
Yeah, Kelnozz, get in there.
I'm the only halfling.
Oh God, no, wait, Kelnozz? Do we want him up there?
I like a good game of cards.
Oh boy, all right.
What's the game? What are we playing here? Dragon's Aces?
The halfling woman looks to you and says, "We don't have time for games here. You've come to make a bid. So..."
That sounds like a game.
What?
You bid on games. You take chances.
I'm leaving nothing up to chance now. And if you're not here for business, then stop wasting my time.
Okay,
We have
go
a
on.
most wondrous item. An item of great capabilities.
Could you tell us about this wondrous item?
She narrows her eyes and says, "Why are you here unless you know something about it?"
We want to prove its authenticity.
Yes, how can you prove that you even have this item?
She looks very bored and says, "If you're not interested in the orb, or if you're just here to play games, then I have no time for you."
Of course we're interested in the orb. The elemental powers it holds.
And she nods and says, "That's right. Our guild has received much attention after coming into possession of this orb. We understand it's very valuable. How valuable do you understand it to be?
At least 10,001 gold pieces should do it.
Perfect.
Operation.
Thank you.
We have no insider information.
Perhaps we can make a deal.
Go on.
You're looking for a buyer, no doubt.
That's right.
We're looking for a seller.
Well, mission accomplished.
Whew, this does
10,000
not look
is
well.
10,000 is a good start.
Good start.
Hmm.
I think you're toying with us. You might not have the orb at all.
Yeah, prove that you have such a wondrous item. And that it hasn't been damaged.
I admit, I have no way of proving it now. I'm not fool enough to bring it with me.
Good. We're not full enough to bring the money with us either.
Mexican stand-up.
I'll make my intentions plain. Double the number, and the orb is yours.
20,002 gold pieces?
Ryan, you also get inspiration.
And not a copper penny less.
It's a steep price. How do we
Where
know that
can-
we can trust you?
She says, a thieves' guild wouldn't last too long if it didn't live by its promises.
That's true.
How do I know that you're good for the gold?
We own this town. Was that not evident?
It's true. We'll have to gather our resources, but I have no doubt we'll be able to reach the sum. But where can we meet you or your associates to make the exchange?
She scratches her chin and says, very well. Meet me tonight and just as she opens her mouth, the window behind her shatters as a crossbow quarrel flies through and embeds into her chest.
Oh!
The guards
We had a
next to
deal.
her draw their swords and say, "A double cross! Get them!" Roll initiative.
Ooh.
What?
Got assassinated by someone with a crossbow.
Wait, is she dead or just injured?
Well, maybe we can stabilize her condition.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If we had a rest since last session,
Oh,
okay, then I should. Ooh,
Ryan, what's going on?
I don't know. I haven't had a initiative roll over 20 in a couple of sessions.
Yeah.
Okay,
Weird.
just before we start, I'd like everyone to make a perception check.
Oh, Radosh.
I'm very percent.
Throwing some numbers down.
Oof. Okay, almost everyone except for Eikooc and Grage. You see, just very briefly, flittering through the broken shards of the glass, a small humanoid creature with blonde hair scampering along the rooftops away from the window.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Grage, you're up first. So you guys don't have to fight now, but they are getting ready to fight. They think you guys are double-crossed.
Well, we need to chase that halfling.
Like
The halfling out the window!
Can we all like invisible out of here?
I can teleport out.
Well, none of us even have a crossbow. Like, I'm sure we could reason with these people, but
No, but they might think we like set it up.
we have to chase the halfling.
Well, yell like she's getting away. Run after her. Follow us. We're not.
Well, they'll follow us. I don't think there's any question about that. But I mean, we can't let that blonde-haired halfling get away.
What do you recommend?
I recommend, getting up there and chasing her.
Why don't I could hypnotic pattern all these guys and we could bounce. Like, go through the window that was busted.
Grage is first, and he's like the most nimbly bimbly one, so he could probably get out there pretty good.
Oh yeah, you can like walk up on up walls and bound across rooftops.
Oh.
Oh, nimbly bimbly.
Is that the window we have to jump out of?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, why don't...
I can get to the window.
We can dash action.
Yeah, dash it up. Alright, well, I guess this guy's gonna attack opportunity me, but I dash? So, does he hit me?
He is going to try and attack, yeah.
At disadvantage because he's taking out his window and I'm dashing? Ah, he misses anyway.
He misses. And I don't believe you entered into this person's...
No, I skirted the corpse on the table. So I have another 40 movement.
Right. So to leap through the glass and onto the rooftop, which is kind of like above, right? Like you guys are still on the ground floor. It's gonna need a acrobatics check.
Oh, good.
Reroll that. Okay, so 10. With your monk-like agility, you dive through the window, ignoring some of the shards of glass. You don't quite make it up onto the lip of the roof, but you do manage to grab onto it with your hands. So in next turn, you'll be able to pull yourself up. Lickety spot. All right, Ashbark.
Let's convince them that we don't want to fight.
Yeah, so I'm trying to see, because I'm very, very slow, so I can't trace in this form, and I don't know any other form which may be fast.
Like a bird.
Are we fighting these people? Oh wait, first of all, I have a question. This person who got crossbowed in the chest, how is she?
Let's see. She is in critical condition,
Critical.
but she
Okay.
does seem to be still alive for the moment.
So that's my action.
You can give her a little heal. Maybe they'll see that we're.
Question is, of course, I'm looking at cure wounds to cast her. Okay, so I'll cast cure wounds as a level 1 spell.
Okay, so you run up to her and cast Cure Wounds.
Is it a touch spell? Yes. So I definitely I can reach. And I cure her.
Okay, so you scramble over the table, place your hands upon her with a gold light glowing out from your hands, and before her thugs can try and stop you, you see some of the wound around the coral heal, and after it's healed, you're able to remove the coral, and they look extremely confused. They're kind of second guessing now whether or not you're really foes.
Nice.
Yeah. And at the moment before, I point to the window and say, the crossbow, the bolt came from the window and she's getting away. We saw her. We have to chase her. And I end my turn.
Okay, make a persuasion check with advantage.
Not that great. Oh!
Okay, well, we're going to take the first roll. Right, you rolled a 8. Oh, you actually rolled better the second time. Okay, so we'll just take the two highest rolls there in that case. An 8 and a 10. So, let's see. Is that a minus one? Alright, so they are confused. They do not lower their swords. They do kind of look out, but they can't see any halfling at this point. And although they still look unsure about whether you're foe or friend, it's clear you haven't really convinced them that you're not a foe.
Mm-hmm.
Never trust a druid with an accent.
Okay, Kelnozz?
Okay, what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna use my invisibility, which I never use. Or I could do darkness, actually.
That could make it hard for us to get out of here.
You might
Potentially.
you might have more luck convincing these guys as well.
Oh, that's true. I do have a lot. I've got a good charisma roll.
Yeah, you're super persuasive.
There were some bad rolls in that last exchange.
Okay, I think what I'll do, just as a gesture of goodwill here, I'll do as a bonus action.
Destroy your sword.
What?
Destroy your sword. Just bend it over your knee.
I'm gonna do healing word as a bonus action on her, just as level 1 to show that I'm helping. We've been betrayed. There's an assassin. So that's my bonus action, and then I'm going
Make a
to.
persuasion check with advantage.
Here we go. Now that we saved your life, perhaps you could lower the price to 15,000. There's always room for negotiation.
Free.
Okay, so now.
Oh, that would
now
persuasion, right?
Yeah, but a 16 is what you rolled. You get a
Oh,
plus 9, so you rolled a 24 on that first roll. Either way, the thugs here, they all put their weapons away and seem to lower their guard around you, and they start looking out the window.
I'm gonna sprint to the window with my
That's the door.
movement. Oh, that's the door. Whoop! I'm an idiot. Can I see the halfling at all?
The halfling is basically still in the process of scampering away at this point, so just the tail end. And you're just behind Grage as he dives out and starts to scramble above to the rooftop.
What could I do to help? Oh, I can send Bims out. Oh no, can I cast Healing Word as a bonus action if I've cast a spell?
Well, summoning Bims wouldn't be a spell, it's just an action.
Yeah, okay. I'll summon Bims then.
Okay.
Bims! Get out the window! Is Bims like cranky today or is he okay?
He's always a little cranky.
Oh, well. But he's not like stabbing me.
No.
Okay, I sent him out the window to try to track down the halfling with the white hair.
Still full of diamonds.
So Bims can go up to 100 feet
Okay.
Wow.
while I control his eyes, or see his eyes
Yeah,
rather.
he can go further than that, just you lose telepathic.
I lose control, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna break out of combat here, I think, since they're not really fighting anymore. Is anyone else
Can I
gonna
do it?
Go ahead.
Can I do a thing?
Yeah, of course.
The thing I was planning on doing towards the end here was I was going to run to the window and cast haste on Grage.
Perfect.
Oh.
Okay, that can be done.
I like that.
Does anyone else want to, specifically Bryn and Tharhun, who haven't had turns yet, is there any kind of reaction you guys wanted to take to this halfling running out the window? Or otherwise?
I was
I'd like to run in hot pursuit, medium pursuit, lukewarm pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask, did I recognize that blonde-haired halfling as the one from the scrying orb earlier?
You didn't get a very strong look at her because it was really just the halfling running away, but it stands to reason. You can't be sure, but
Okay.
it's a blonde halfling. And so...
Well,
So-
I guess I'll.
Well, while they're chasing away, I want to see how this lady is feeling. That
Yeah, me too.
two of us healed her. Because I want to know if she died just before she said the meeting place. I want to know where she wants to meet for the orb.
okay.
Now that she can trust us.
So we will deal with the chase first and then go back to
Okay,
the
done.
group that is dealing with that. So, did I hear that Bryn was going to join the chase?
Yep, I'm joining the chase.
Yeah, he'd be a good person to help us track.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Use bonus action to dash, so I can actually go 70.
Wow.
He's a famous bounty hunter, so...
If you want
That's
to
true.
try and jump from the window and get it onto the roof, then you're going to have to make a acrobatics check as well.
Acrobatics. Oh!
Oof.
It runs straight into the wall.
Oh,
Ah! Who put this here?
Alright,
Wait,
you
wait,
jump
wait,
through the
wait.
window.
guess guidance on him as
Oh, it's
he's
too
running.
late. It's too late for that.
No, I rolled a 1. Like,
It's not
what are
too
you
late
gonna
for
do?
a luck point, should you wish.
Yeah, that's too embarrassing. Let's do the luck point on that one.
You have a reputation to maintain.
The description. This
9 plus 5 is 14.
Okay, so unfortunately you're also unable to make it all the way up to the rooftop in one leap.
but the spell
Is
that
triangulation?
it says before or
But you
after
didn't
Ryan
cast it.
rolled.
Oh, wait.
Turn. But
You touch one willing creature, and then while they have it, before or after they
yeah,
can,
if
but
you ran out.
But you didn't actually cast it.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. So,
Damn
okay.
it.
So, yeah, so unfortunately you're just kind of right there with Grage hanging from the rooftop, ready to pull yourself up. So on the next turn, as this halfling runs away, you guys chase after her. There is one. She gets to the edge of one rooftop and leaps to the other. So you guys have to make acrobatics check to leave after her.
It's just an elevated version of a spike pit. Jump
You
into
got
the
this, Bryn.
Right? I'm gonna certainly get chased.
Show us why you're a world famous bounty hunter.
I'm hasted and chasing. So you said acrobatics?
Yeah.
Oh my god, what is
Oh
going
my!
on?
Not doing so well.
Our new nemesis.
You know what? It doesn't say this. Advantage on dexterity cheating.
The hunters are like.
Okay, I'm gonna let you do this with advantage, Eric, because you have haste.
So just roll again?
Yeah, just roll again.
Yeah. Much hastier.
Hasn't shown up for me yet.
Yeah, me neither.
It's a
There
one.
it is.
Okay, so Bryn,
There you go.
Bryn, you do not make it. You would fall and take 1 bludgeoning damage. And essentially you're out of the chase. So the halfling continues running and basically drops down into an alleyway, parkouring off of a couple different boxes and supplies there. Grage to follow, you need to make another acrobatics check, or athletics if you choose for this one.
How far away is this person?
You're like trailing behind her, but you're not. She's like a few seconds ahead of you.
Okay, could I throw my
Boomerang?
boomerang of Thor's justice at her
That's a great question.
to stun her?
Let me just check the range on that. Okay, 60 feet, 20, 120, so yeah, you can do that for sure. So go ahead
Okay,
and
I
roll.
don't know what to roll for that because I don't have it like in my inventory.
Let's see something. Okay, roll a. Well, it's essentially like a normal punch for you, so
I'll take a normal punch.
yeah, it's like a proficiency plus your dexterity bonus.
Ooh.
I whip it good.
Damn.
Nice. All right, so that's a hit.
And it's the thunder thing, so I don't know what that does.
Yeah. Is it not in the description? Did I not make one?
No. Hold on, do I have it? Oh,
Oh, you know
I have
what?
something.
Yeah, I had
It's
to
a
update
ranged
this.
weapon. I'm proficient. Oh. Bunch of stuff appeared.
Okay, so you hit. So roll 1d4 and 3d4 for thunder damage. Okay, so there's an extra d4 in there, so just take off 1. And she needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
It does stun them.
Oh. And it does stun her, so
Oh,
Nice.
she's running away, and as she drops down into this alleyway, you stand and you throw the boomerang at an angle, and it spins in the air, crackling with sapphire blue lightning, turns in the air, dips down between the two buildings, and smashes her, stunning her in place. And you're able to catch up with her.
Nicely done.
I was guessing that it would stun. The description was added after the fact, and turned out. What is an elemental air node?
That is where you guys just were.
In that dungeon?
Yeah.
Oh. That's not gonna be charged for a while then. Okay, gentlemen, I am again the hero. I have this blonde-haired halfling. Does not appear to be breeding material. I don't know what you want to do with it, so I pick up the blonde-haired creature and bring it back to the group.
Okay, so she's only stunned for 1 round.
Oh god.
So
Yeah, you gotta tie her up.
you have to
Tie her up.
You have to get to her. So go ahead and make that athletics or acrobatics check to get down to the ground. Actually, you know what? It's stupid because if you fail, you're a monk. Nothing happens. Okay, so you just get down to the ground.
I have the falling perk thing or whatever, so I just gently wisp my way to the ground.
Okay. And now you and I, let's roll initiative.
You and I.
1v1.
1v1.
Fisticuffs.
For 1 round?
Well, we're just gonna see how this goes, basically.
That's how confident he is.
Jeez.
Okay, so you get your... She's stunned, and as you get to her, she's kind of shaking off the stun. So now go ahead and take your turn.
Would you say that she's incapacitated because she's stunned?
A stunned creature is incapacitated. So yes.
Can I put my dimensional shackles on her?
Ooh.
Do your dimensional shackles have a rule about incapacitated creatures?
They have to be incapacitated to be put on. This is what I googled.
Mm-hmm. No, I know. I'm just looking up the rules. Okay, I'm gonna say she's not. She's shaking off this incapacitate, the stun, because you did have to close the distance to get to her.
Okay. Alright, I try to do it peacefully. So I use my movement to get to her because she was like under 60 feet. I'm in punching distance.
Plus you're hasted, so.
Oh yeah, I'm super hasted. Does that do anything to my attack?
You get an extra attack.
Oh, this person's gonna get punched like crazy.
True.
Okay, so that means they got 4 punches to do. So let's just start with that one right there to the face.
Okay, that's a hit.
And you know, I gotta try to stunningly strike this person.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a fail.
That's a fail.
Yeah.
Alright, so she's
So-
stunned until when? The end of your next turn.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
have to punch her a whole lot more. I believe I have 2 more punches.
Well, can't you do
I'm gonna
the
say this would be your opportunity for. Now that she's incapacitated.
The shackles?
Yeah.
Oh, I can do the shackle. Yeah, let's shackle this blonde-haired halfling.
Okay, so
Give her as a gift to Ashbark.
when you stun her, you give her a really solid punch in the face. She's stunned, and you break out your dimensional shackles.
Do I have to roll for shackles?
No, she's incapacitated, so there's nothing to do.
All right. Now can I
Great.
pick her up?
Grage definitely gets inspiration for
I got
hunting
this.
down. Yeah.
Thank you for the haste.
That was pretty awesome.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And I did
Shackled.
not think that was going to go down. So she is going to try and break those shackles. Oh, she can't do it. Not even close.
You can use an action once every 30 days.
Yeah, DC 30, Jesus. So if you don't have a plus 10, then don't bother. Okay, so she's restrained, but you are able to drag her back to the inn. She doesn't have too much of a chance otherwise.
Deep.
What did you bring us, Grage?
We'll go through the front door here. Break out the infinite wine cask. Like, come bearing a gift.
Okay, so the only thing left is to get the orb. It would be nice if we can do this tonight, even though it's getting a little bit late. It should be a little bit quicker now that you guys have taken out that halfling. So, what are you guys up to? What's the plan from here?
Well, I was gonna.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
we need to talk about
interrogate.
Nareen, yeah. So, Nareen basically says when she is kind of better and collected herself, as Grage and Bryn are out running, she basically says she wants out of the Thieves Guild. Says that it was likely Halleria Ravenfast who attacked her. And she gives you guys a map. Of the
What is this map
graveyard.
of?
This is the Seaton graveyard. She points out one of these tombs and says, "This is where we've hidden the orb."
Oh,
Thank you.
so we don't have to pay you after all?
Being alive has its benefits. Maybe we can do more.
She shakes her head and just says, "Just forget you ever met me." But
Done and done.
thank you.
Well,
Likewise.
we know where it
hard
is.
feelings.
All right, are we heading to the graveyard?
To the graveyard.
To the graveyard.
All right. The night is.
No.
The night is.
What do I
Go ahead.
what do
sorry.
I do with my property?
What
My
do you
new
do with her?
half-elf property.
Good question. What do you do with her?
Is there a local brothel full, or what?
Can I make her my wife?
I would require 2 gold pieces for that.
Oh no. What's this?
Tharhun, could you officiate this shotgun wedding? With the blessings of Maraganor?
She says, "The minute you take these shackles off of me, you're all dead.
Feisty.
But especially the dwarf."
Blow her a kiss.
Who do you work for, elf? Or no, wait, are you a halfling? You're a halfling.
Halfling.
Make a intimidates if you'd like.
I'm very intimidating. Let's see. Come on, no whammy.
Ooh,
Strike the fear in her.
she tries to stare at you, but her stare breaks first, and she says, "Surely even Copperborns like you know of the Shrieking Sheilas."
The Shrieking Sheilas.
How do they know to find us here? Answer us, or I'll leave you alone with the dwarf.
I was watching to see who else was bidding on this orb.
Why do you care about the orb?
I care little except for the gold it puts in my pocket. And I was offered extra gold to deliver the information about who else is going to be bidding on this thing.
Maybe you can deliver that information to us instead. Who else is bidding?
You're the only other bidders besides... never mind.
I point to Grage. Are you sure you want to make this difficult for yourself?
Make a intimidation check with advantage.
He has an affinity for eyeballs. Especially pretty eyeballs.
Pretty good with the orc eyeballs I'm using right now.
Intimidation? Here we go.
Oof. She says, this freaking blue robes came and told me he'd give me 10,000 gold for the orb. Later on, we heard some rumors of some people snooping around and asking questions. He offered me an extra 5,000 to tell him who else was looking to buy the orb.
I see.
His name is Aaron. He's supposed to meet me at the graveyard tonight.
This Aaron, does he have a last name?
If he does, I didn't ask for it.
Let's see. Any other information do you guys think we can get out of her?
I think she's probably told us everything.
I would like to strip her of her items. All of them.
Yeah,
Keep a
strip them.
rope.
She basically has a short sword and a crossbow.
Crossbow, taking it.
Alright, well, we should probably turn her into the authorities on our way to the graveyard
Very well.
and get that orb.
And 19 gold pieces you find on her.
Didn't get paid in advance, eh?
See you drop her off at the guards or something?
That's what I'm thinking. Unless anyone has any other idea.
Sounds like a good plan. Do your civic duty, put another criminal away behind bars.
Yep.
Well, I'll keep the shackles on her.
Okay.
Good idea.
Alright, so between that and dropping her off at the guards, dusk is pretty much setting in. And you guys head to the Seaton graveyard.
Mhm.
There's mausoleums and tombs and statues breaking the sites in this graveyard. It's very old and the town doesn't really use it much anymore. Alright, so you guys are at the bottom.
Do we charge forward in the line?
Well, we could pass without trace maybe and go to that marked graveyard
Yep.
ahead.
Yeah, we want to jump this guy.
Yeah.
Everyone gets to pass without a trace.
Wait, how? For me, everything black. How do we change?
So
Yeah,
it's
everything
very
is
dark.
black. Ah,
That's right, it's dark.
Scroll to the bottom.
Go to the bottom.
Creatures who don't have dark vision find it very hard to see.
I think it's... Oh, and dwarves have dark vision, of course, too.
And do you...
So it's only Eikooc.
Poor old Eikooc.
Do you do that on
For
yourself and Ashbark?
Does Ashbark need dark vision?
Yes.
yeah, I need dark vision.
Fine. There you go.
And then you could see.
Thank you. Ah, yeah. Nice. It's very dark. I mean, like,
Oh, you've actually got that turned on, eh?
That's cool.
You crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got.
Oh.
This is the
Yeah.
test run.
You've got
I
premium
like it.
version.
I like it. Let's get in an ambush position and see who Aaron is here to meet.
Well, he was gonna meet that elf that we captured, so
Yeah.
presumably he's gonna show up. But quickly,
Well,
Kelnozz,
we don't
address
need to
him.
wait for him. We know what building it's in. Let's just go get it.
Well, let's
Yeah.
get it,
All right.
but then we want to stop him too, right? Like he's an evil cultist on the loose. So, Kelnozz, dress up as a as a halfling woman and pretend to be her, and then
Yeah, I
I
could
come
take
meet
a
you and we'll
disguise.
stab
More
him.
like we actually we went through trouble to heal this person to give us the location of where exactly it is. We can just, I agree, go and get it.
Yeah, no, we should definitely secure the item.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, we do that, and we gotta stop this cultist too. He's running around, you know, being a jerk. We gotta
Of course.
bring him to justice.
Let's move stealthily, I guess.
Yeah, let's move stealthy there.
This thing-
Pass it up.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. I was gonna say I can make myself appear like her too.
With a +10 to dex to hard rolls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys are doing the stealthy, then do stealth-wise.
Stealth roll coming up.
Ooh, and we have +10.
Plus
Yeah.
10 to all of these.
That's pretty crucial for me.
It's so good.
Woof. See? You gotta get that +10 in there.
Okay, and now I'd also like you guys to roll a perception check.
Ah, yeah.
Perception, eh? Oh, ignore my advantage there.
Alright. So, let's see. High perceptions. Okay, so as you guys are creeping through the graveyard, you see in the darkness two figures that are kind of wandering the dark graveyard. They don't seem to see you. They're kind of like going from tomb to tomb, but also kind of looking around, like maybe as if they're kind of waiting for someone. Most of you
More
is
than one?
quite. Let's just see how far away this is. So Kelnozz here.
Are they in blue robes?
So actually, at your distance, they're outside of your dark vision, so they're indistinct, like silhouettes, basically to you. You just can't see any details. But even in dark vision, you see in black and white essentially. But
Are they around where the marked crypt? Are they mingling around them? Should we make a?
they are wondering, like they look like they're looking for something. They don't look. They know where they're going exactly.
They're looking for the orb.
And sorry, how many figures was there?
Kelnozz.
Two.
Yeah, this is 2. Yeah. It's very hard for you guys to see in the darkness because they're outside of dark vision range, so they're actually just like shadowy silhouettes moving.
sorry.
But they're
Press
essentially
forward.
over in this little direction.
Well,
Is this?
we can
I have to
meet
ask.
them.
Is this page being really slow for you guys?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No, it seems to be
Fine,
okay.
I think.
Good. Okay.
Let's go catch up. Well, let's approach sneakily.
Yeah, we're sneaking to
We don't
that
wanna-
grave site.
Completely blow our cover here.
Rounded in a veil of shadows.
Don't see anything yet.
So most of you guys will
Approaching
see them just in a
This
second.
tomb.
Pop 'em in.
We've lost some people.
And
No!
Just consult the map. Yes, this should be it.
So as you guys get a bit closer, you can see what that one of the figures next to the figure appears to be a bit larger. It's like moonlight shining off of what appears to be like glass-like armor, but the actual limbs and head seem to be insubstantial. It looks. Those of you with dark
So
vision
cool.
can tell, which is all of you right now with your fancy spells, can see that it is. It looks like one of the elemental creatures that was summoned in the air temple. These two figures still don't seem to see you. Being constant shadow as you are.
Well,
Can we see anything like more significant, or they're just kind of still shadowy silhouettes?
You can see them. Let me just see how close they are. So 60 feet. So basically, let me see. This new light thing should basically see like what you see is basically what you see. So Kelnozz is pointing them to them just outside of your vision there.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Kelnozz?
Here to the northeast.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to kind of direct us as to what you see.
Yeah,
can-
to the east along the path here. Approximately like 60 feet away.
Perhaps we should have everybody shuffle into the tomb, and Kelnozz and I can disguise ourselves, lead the evildoer in, and create a kill zone
you
right at
suggest-
the entrance.
yeah, kill box.
The old kill box.
I like your thinking.
Aren't we in the kill
Yep.
box?
We're the
If we do-
grinding mechanism.
Technically. Can I check and see if there's an entrance to this crypt? Hello?
Hello? Do you hear me?
Now I hear you. Can you hear me?
At the front of
Is anybody there?
at the
Is anybody there?
I keep losing you, actually.
Yeah, Bob, I think you might be cutting out.
better now?
I think so.
I can hear you now. I think you said there's a door
There is a door.
in the front here.
Okay, so I'm just you for a second.
Okay, can I... can I, like, peer behind the door, or open the door and see what's inside?
Yeah. Okay, so
But stealth.
What sort of distance does this nuke have?
Whoa, it destroyed an entire city.
Yeah. Significant.
I mean, should I go back to the brothel and just, hang out in case you all explode explode and come back and help you out.
Your brothel would not be left standing. Well, maybe there'd be survivors. We don't really know.
Brothel.
Shack's been shaking for years.
Exactly. Come down here. I was thinking if we accidentally set off the nuke, I mean...
Who's gonna repopulate?
Repopulate. To take your loot from you.
Huh.
I think we lost you, Bob.
Hear me?
Yeah, I don't hear.
No.
Now we can, but you were silent for a long time.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out.
Nope.
Hey,
Hearing me still? Oh yes.
Yeah. Let.
We heard a problem.
Yeah.
yeah, we heard a problem.
Yep, there is a problem. We agree.
Maybe let's leave the channel and come back. Or kick Bob out.
Could work.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, I could hear that.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah.
I heard you. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can hear me now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just heard you there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am still experimenting with this light thing, so now everyone should see everything, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So, Darren, you open the door, and it is a otherwise empty tomb, but you can see that there is a chest that is placed dust-free, seems fairly new, and there are glowing runes, one of which you recognize as the same symbol that was cut into the foreheads of the prisoners in the air temple. This chest is like roughly 18 inches by 18 inches.
Okay. Well, this is definitely it. So I'm gonna stay inside here. Let my friends set up whatever ruse they're planning to hatch here, and you know, I'm ready with my greatsword.
What do you think, Bryn? Should we like distract them over here into the kill zone?
Well, yeah, we should dress up as the blonde-haired halfling, and maybe Noreen, or just kind of like a general guard that the blonde-haired halfling might have with her.
Okay. It's a good plan. I'll do major image. Can I do it on YouTube?
Somebody's
I don't
coming
know.
outside.
I got me a hat still, though.
Oh, you have the hat. Yeah.
So I can just throw it down.
Okay.
And we should definitely demand the money first. Just
Yeah, for sure.
game plan going in here.
Can I polymorph myself into her?
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I think you can only polymorph into beasts. I think it's the better polymorph that you can turn into other
You
people.
know what? Forget dressing up as the halfling. T-Rex. Just we'll try to do them afterwards.
We'll do dual T-Rex. Yeah.
All right, I'll do major image. So I take the form of the halfling.
Okay.
I can move it, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as long as I'm within the range of the illusion, I can use my action to cause the image to move.
All right.
So I'm gonna shout over to Bryn. Let's make sure that the orb is still here.
Well, we want to wait for them, don't we?
Well, I thought they would see us and we would lure them in.
Oh, I thought we were going to interact with them.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's do
With
that.
them for 10,000 gold.
Let's
and-
get the gold, but don't tell anyone else. Let's just keep it to ourselves. Oh, Aaron, it's you.
Who said that?
Me.
Gruff halfling female voice.
Blast this darkness.
It's me, the halfling. Have you brought the money?
He narrows his eyes and says, "Where's the orb?"
It's still hidden. You know the deal. Money up front.
I need to get in touch with my temple. They're the ones who will give you the money.
Fool, you didn't bring the money to the deal in the graveyard?
I was captured by those stupid orcs.
Ah,
And their
they're
best
the worst.
friend, dwarves.
Wait, what?
Of course I don't have money. I have to go all the way to Borborigman before I can get you the money. But
Then why are you here to waste our time?
I thought I told all you this already. You've been making such great allies. Riches and power beyond your wildest dreams. You can only imagine how much this air rules.
Remind me of our original deal.
Let me consider if the terms may change.
Make a deception check with advantage.
Okay. Here we go. Advantage. Yeah.
Nice.
30.
I can't beat that, even with a great roll, so.
Go into painful detail.
He says, "Oh, this is so pointless. You were supposed to bring me the orb, and then I was to take it back to my temple, get the money, and we would surely funnel it to the Shrieking Sheilas. Now, where's the orb?"
How do I know I can trust you?
We went over all this already.
I have amnesia.
Bring me this orb, or else I'll sick my elemental on you.
When you stick elemental on her, how will you ever get the orb?
My totally plausible companion here is right.
Totally plausible.
He says, "Oh, I thought you had the orb."
Here. Follow me. It is dark. You must stay close to me. I will show you the orb. But before I show you,
That's much better.
you must close your eyes because you can't know its true location. I reach out my hand, grab my hand, and follow me. But no peeking.
Straight to the kill box. I can't believe one of our plans is actually working.
He swats her hand away and says, "Lead on. I'm not here for childish games."
Follow me this way.
So rude.
I know, this is a terrible deal. I don't know why I'm
Wait,
working
let's
with this.
let's hide in the shadows.
Yeah, you
Oh,
should
we
all...
are in the shadows.
Yeah, you guys are still passing without a trace too, so
Yeah. Okay, just lead him in here, and we'll.
initiate killbot secret.
Yeah, exactly. He'll
Come,
be distracted.
Feast your eyes on the orb of power. You really must see it up close.
Oh, of course he sends in the elemental first.
Oh, as soon as he goes there, let's unleash the kill box.
Assassination.
I roll initiative. Can I?
think we're probably just going to skip past the combat. It was a pretty effective
Murder
compromise.
happened.
And although the air elemental might last 1 or 2 rounds, it is frightfully close to midnight, so we will say that a flurry of blows land on these guys. And if you choose, you can leave them unconscious, but otherwise they are dealt
No.
with.
He escaped once. He tried to escape justice. He has now been brought to justice. The Tharhun way.
The extremely violent way?
Yeah, the done and finalized way.
Alright, so we will end there for tonight. Now that you guys have a clearer idea of the stakes at hand,